Morning.
Hello.
I'm just going to let you know now, if you're watching this camera is going to fall. I've just said it to Elaine. It's definitely going to fall at some stage. Weather today, it's very wet one this morning. We're going to see more further heavy showers across most parts of the county, which means it's going to be quite wet on the roads conditions-wise. So just bear that in mind. And top temperature today of about 10 or 11 degrees Celsius.
How are you?
I'm all right today, actually.
Yeah?
I'm still a little bit kind of blocked up. So again, I apologise if I start coughing. But I feel much better, actually.
My mum said to me yesterday, and I saw your video this morning, and poor Andrew has a cold. And I just went, does he?
Sound.
I'm sorry, I kind of forgot. I think you told me, all right. I've been checking out the papers this morning. We're going to do that in full on the show at about 7:10 today. Some of the big stories. Maurice McCabe felt under threat is the headline in the Irish Examiner today. The sergeant indicated to his bosses that he felt under threat from Noreen O'Sullivan after her legal team told the O'Higgins inquiry that they were challenging his motivation in making complaints about corruption and malpractice. She's pictured on the front page of the Irish Examiner today, and she's also on the front page of the Irish Times. O'Sullivan's baffling evidence leaves us none the wiser, says Miriam Lord in the Irish Times today. What a wonderful institution in Garda Síochána. It sounds like a wonderful place in which to work. She starts her article rather sarcastically with there. Also in the Irish Examiner today, local authorities set to fall significantly short of new social housing targets for this year, says today's Examiner. Moving on to the Irish Independent, dreadful story. Paedophile forced girls as young as 9 to send him sex pictures. That's the main story in the Irish Independent, and that story as well as in the Irish Mirror, as is the story about a man who lost 27 teeth because he was so addicted to fizzy drinks.
I saw the picture of the before because his teeth look great now. He's after getting them replaced, but I did see the kind of after effects of the fizzy drinks, and it's awful.
Yeah, he had to get 50 grand's worth of dental treatment, which he got for free, by the way. A specialist carried it out for free. I don't know.
Oh, was it some sort of trial, maybe?
Do you drink a lot of fizzy drinks though? Like I don't. Oh, I do quite. I love them. Like. Do you know, I get how people like them and are into them, but I don't drink a lot of them. Now, an odd time, of course, like everybody does. And if I was out, then like I would have, obviously tonic water, or I might have Coke or something with my drink. But like, I just don't know how people get so, like, addicted. Don't realise that it's so. I mean, he was drinking 6 litres a day now.
Yeah, that's
like excessive. I have friends who might have a can of Coke a day, and they know, they're like, oh, I need to just stop that now. It's, but that's one can. 6 litres a day this guy was drinking of minerals.
Yeah, I used to buy the little 6-packs of Coke cans years ago, but I actually I only drink water and milk now. I mean, like you, I'd have the odd fizzy drink, but generally it's water and milk for me. But that's awful.
If I was hungover now, like
can
absolutely. Of Coke or
ice cold can of Coke.
A can of Club Orange.
Nice. Oh, do you know that's nice. The fancy orange? I get it often get the takeaway. Is it San Pellegrino?
Fierce posh.
Pellegrino, no.
I prefer the lemon one of those, but nice. Yeah. So I mean, obviously everything in moderation, but 6 litres a day.
Yeah, that's
pretty sure when you were cracking open the second litre, you must be saying to yourself, "This probably isn't that good for me, is it?"
Yeah,
it's like everything though, isn't it? Smoking.
Yeah, and like as I said in the papers, you will see pictures of the before. Before he had his teeth done and what the effect of the fizzy drinks had on him, and it's quite bad.
I showed my daughter pictures of rotting teeth.
What did she say?
She was disgusted, and she said, "Why did you show me that picture? I never want to see it again." And I was like, "Yeah, well, start brushing your teeth and stop eating crap, or you're going to look like that."
Cheers, Mom. The top trends in Ireland this morning. Swansea City are trending. They beat Liverpool 1-0 last night, which was huge for them because they're bottom of the Premier League. The Disclosures Tribunal, which is in the paper today, is also trending. Henrik Mkhitaryan has completed his move to Arsenal, as Alexis Sanchez has also gone to Manchester United. Both clubs revealed officially yesterday the players in their new strips. And How Ireland Eats, ironically, but they were talking about fizzy drinks, is also trending. This was a show on RTE yesterday. Now, I printed some of the sample tweets that people were discussing. Beef or salmon usually at weddings here. They're very fancy up north, so I didn't see it, so I printed these so we could have a look. Somebody else said, I'd say a lot of hotels will be getting phone calls tomorrow asking, will you be reheating the food on my wedding day? Obviously, somebody was caught doing that.
For God's sake. Of course they do that.
And if your lunch is a chicken and stuffing sandwich, a can of Coke and a bag of Tato and a Mars bar, you've just had over 1,000 calories. That's 43.3% of the recommended daily intake for a man. So those are some of the things that came out of that show yesterday, How Ireland Eats, and it kind of goes back to our fizzy drink story there. Which
but you know you're overdoing it. Like, you've got your chicken and stuffing sandwich, fair enough, and then your treat is either your can of Coke, your Tato's, or your Mars bar. But if you've all three, you're really taking the mick. Like, I love a chicken and stuffing sandwich.
Yeah.
I love the ones you buy in the supermarket.
Well, some of
they're yummy.
the discussions and other tweets were talking about those ready-made sandwiches last night.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether they're good
I
or
like
bad, but they were discussed in that program last night.
Yeah.
Today is also National Handwriting Day. I personally have very bad handwriting. I'm left-handed, so I'm a smudger.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
so-
I would say I'm somebody, if I put my mind to it and take my time, I have fairly nice handwriting, but I don't. And I
Scribble.
because when we were in school, one of our teachers in particular was really, really strict about handwriting. Like we spent so much time doing handwriting in class, and now they're saying it's an art. Were you telling me this? It's going to be like an art form. And, one of my friends was telling me, do you know that in 100 years' time we write so little now
Yes.
that for somebody with really nice handwriting is going to be an artist.
Yeah, I suppose because everything is typed now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I had a teacher who was a nun, and she tried to force me to use my right hand. She used to tell me that I was doing it wrong because I was the only one in my class apparently at that age who was left-handed, and I was told I was doing it wrong. So she used to make me use my right hand,
You know why
which
that
was
is?
worse.
Like, you know why that is? Well, kids used to be beaten because of that.
Yeah,
There was
I heard
because
that,
it was something to do with the devil working through you or some. Do
Makes,
you know what
makes sense.
one of those usual sort of rubbishy things that happened
Yeah.
in Ireland 50, 60, 70 years ago. Actually, not that long ago in some cases. But yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I was told I was doing it wrong anyway. But anyway, I'm a smudger, as I said. So regardless, I try not to know. But if you get a really fancy pen with lovely ink, that happens quite a bit.
Yeah.
We're going to be late, so we better go.
Yeah, okay. Let's
Listen,
do this.
we have a busy show coming up, so we'll talk to you on air. You can text or WhatsApp us 083 300 3300.
Bruno Mars and Cardi B's new song, Finesse, coming up.
Quite good as well.